Africa is located on a great hill of unbelievable, stunning, and incredulous discoveries that still amaze scientists to this day. These discoveries are breathtaking, and if not mentioned, would never be believed. So in this video, we will share with you 20 things scientists discovered in Africa that shock the world. Number 20. Homo naledi, new human. Homo naledi species, discovered in 2013, a group of cave explorers stumbled upon a discovery that would rewrite the story of human evolution in a remote chamber of the Rising Star Cave system in South Africa. They found a treasure trove of bones belonging to a previously unknown species of human, now known as Homo naledi. The excavation of the chamber proved to be a challenging task, as the narrow passageways and jagged rocks made it almost impossible for a fully grown adult to maneuver through. Due to this, a group of young women who were small enough to fit inside the cave had to be recruited. The bones of Homo naledi displayed a combination of primitive and advanced features, leading scientists to believe that this species existed alongside our own ancestors, the Homo sapiens, and may have played a role in shaping human evolution. What makes Homo naledi unique is its small brain size, believed to be 1/3 the size of our own. Its hands and feet, however, suggest a greater ability to manipulate objects. This has led scientists to believe that Homo naledi was capable of complex behaviors and may have had a social structure similar to our own. Despite these exciting discoveries, the exact age of hominality remains a mystery. Radiometric dating techniques have placed the bones to be between 236,000 and 335,000 years old. However, further research is needed to determine its exact place in the timeline of human evolution. To this day, scientists remain baffled as to how the multiple skeletons of Homo naledi found their final resting place in the cave where they were found. Some experts suggest that the chamber may have served as a burial ground. Others, however, speculate that the cave may have been a deadly trap, leading to the demise of an entire group of early humans. Number 19. Diving blue hole of diving blue hole death. To have nestled along the coast of the Red Sea in Egypt lies a natural wonder that has captivated the hearts of divers and adventurers for generations, known as the Blue Hole. This underwater sinkhole in Dahab boasts a depth of over 100 meters and is surrounded by sheer cliffs that drop off into the crystal clear waters below. The Blue Hole is not for the faint of heart. Divers must be certified and experienced in deep diving to explore its depth safely, but for those who dare to take the plunge, the rewards are immense. Schools of colorful fish and vibrant coral can be spotted in the deep blue waters, but the Blue Hole's beauty is also laced with tragedy. It has claimed the lives of many inexperienced divers, earning it a reputation as one of the most dangerous diving spots in the world. While there is no official record, some estimate the diving casualties to be as high as 200. In recent years, among them was Yuri Lipsky, a Russian-Israeli diving instructor whose tragic demise became the talk of the diving world in April 2000. Lipsky donned an air tank and a helmet camera, loaded his belt with weights, and plunged into the Blue Hole. He never returned. You see, at over 300 feet underwater, divers are susceptible to nitrogen narcosis. This condition can cause hallucinations, overconfidence, confusion, and impaired judgment, which can lead to fatal mistakes. Despite the risks, the Blue Hole continues to draw thrill seekers from all over the world, eager to test their limits and explore the unknown. It is like a siren's call that proves too irresistible to ignore. Number 18. Creepy dead trees in dead. Creepy dead trees in dead Flay. Flay deep in the Namib Desert lies a place that looks like something straight out of a surrealistic painting here. In a barren white clay pan called Dead Flay stands a haunting landscape of ancient dead trees that have been scorched black by the relentless African sun. It's hard to imagine now, but just 900 years ago, Dead Fly, which translates to Dead Marsh, was a thriving oasis, teeming with life and vitality. However, as the climate dried up and the desert expanded, the valley became cut off from its water source by towering sand dunes. The once lush forest died, leaving behind only the skeletons of the trees that still stand today as stark silhouettes against the sky. There, twisted branches reaching up like bony fingers, the dry climate is so harsh that the trees have not been able to decompose properly, leaving them preserved as eerie and haunting reminders of the past. It is a site that has drawn photographers, filmmakers, and adventurers from around the world to witness its eerie beauty. The contrast between the white clay pan and the blackened trees creates a dramatic and otherworldly atmosphere. More fascinating discoveries. Number 15. Eye of the Sahara. Lost City of Atlantis. Eye of the Sahara and Lost City of Atlantis. The Rishat structure, or the Blue Eye of the Sahara, is a geological marvel found in the vast expanse of the Sahara Desert. In Mauritania, this stunning landmark is a natural wonder that has puzzled scientists and intrigued adventurers for decades. The circular formation measures approximately 50 kilometers in diameter, making it one of the largest and most striking structures visible from space. The center of the Rishat structure is a raised plateau that stands at more than 600 feet above the desert floor. Surrounding the plateau are concentric rings of rock that form a series of ridges and valleys, giving the structure the appearance of a giant bullseye. The rock layers themselves are made up of ancient sedimentary rocks, including sandstone and limestone. Scientists believe that the structure was formed by a combination of volcanic activity and erosion, which gradually exposed the different layers of rock and created the unique circular pattern. However, some people have different theories about the origin of this enigmatic structure. Some speculate that it could be the remains of the lost city of Atlantis mentioned in ancient texts by the Greek philosopher Plato. While there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, the possibility remains intriguing. To many, the concentric rings and circular shape of the reach-out structure have also led some to believe that it was a man-made construction. Well, whether it is a natural formation or the remains of a lost civilization, the Rishat structure continues to capture the imagination of people around the world. Number 14. Alien Sky Blue Stones. Alien sky blue stones. Imagine holding in your hand a stone that is said to have come from the heavens. This is the story of the strange blue stones that Italian geologists and archaeologist Angelo Pittoni obtained from a Fula chief in Sierra Leone in West Africa in 1990. According to the tribe, the stones were given to them by extraterrestrial visitors from the sky. The mysterious stones were like nothing like Pittoni had seen before, and when he got to Europe and sent them to research laboratories for testing it, was discovered that they were unique and did not match any known mineral. Despite extensive testing, researchers could not explain the blue color of the stones when a piece of it was reduced into fine particles and viewed under a microscope. The blue color was invisible. Even extreme heat or acid could not alter or break apart the stones. Pittoni believed that the blue stone looked more like a pure turquoise found on the chest of Egyptian priests. He even called it the Stone of Heaven, a phrase to mean that it is different from any other gemstone known to man. So where did they come from? Were they truly a gift from extraterrestrial visitors? Or do they hold secrets from ancient civilizations that have long been forgotten? Number 13. Unidentified heads discovered. Unidentified heads discovered Lydenburg heads in Lydenburg, South Africa. A young boy stumbled upon a groundbreaking discovery that would rock the archaeological world. Carl Ludwig von Basing was innocently playing on his father's farm in 1957 when he noticed peculiar pieces of pottery in the soil. Little did he know he had just uncovered the Lydenburg heads, a series of fascinating artifacts that would go down in history as some of the earliest examples of Iron Age art in the southern hemisphere. The heads were initially fragmented and scattered, but through careful excavation, they were pieced back together at the University of Cape Town. In total, 7 heads were reconstructed, 2 large and 5 small. 6 of these heads depict human characteristics, while the 7th has striking animalistic features. Interestingly, 4 of the smaller heads share similarities in both scale and design, leading many to believe they were created as a group. After extensive carbon dating, the heads have been dated to approximately 490 AD. Experts have suggested that they were used for ceremonial purposes by early Iron Age inhabitants due to the small holes found in the sides of the smaller heads. These holes were likely used to connect the heads to poles or costumes during performances. Today, these remarkable heads can be seen on display at the South African Museum in Cape Town, Sahara Desert, Africa, number 1212. Sahara Desert, Africa. Close your eyes and imagine the Sahara Desert. What do you see? A vast expanse of sand, the sun shining overhead, and no water source in sight. You're right. That's exactly what the Sahara Desert is. In fact, it is the largest hot desert in the world and 3rd largest overall after Antarctica and the Arctic, covering an incredible 2 million square kilometers, which is almost the same size as China. It is not only vast, but also mysterious. Believe it or not, some 11,000 years ago, the desert wasn't always hot, dry, and unforgiving. The area was once green, packed with lakes. 8 million years ago, Dart named the new species Australopithecus africanus, or southern ape of Africa. At the time the tongue child was discovered, most believed that early human ancestors originated in Europe, but the tongue child challenged this theory, since it was the first early human fossil found in Africa. This provided clear evidence that Africa was the birthplace of humankind and supported the out of Africa theory. This theory states that modern humans evolved in Africa before migrating to other parts of the world. Not only did the town child confirm this theory, but it also presented significant anatomical features. It had a brain size and teeth similar to those of apes, yet its skull and dental arch were similar to those of humans, representing an intermediate form between the two. Between 1936 and 1947, several more Australopithecus fossils were unearthed in South Africa. This time belonging to adult specimens, these discoveries lent further support to Dart's initial claim that the town child was indeed an early human ancestor. Today, the tongue child is revered as a vital piece of human history, and its discovery revolutionized the field of paleoanthropology, forever changing our understanding of where we came from and how we got here. Number 10. Mauritius. The Mauritius, stunning island of Mauritius, which lies southeast of the coast of Africa, is home to a diverse array of flora and fauna and spectacular coral reefs. Among these natural wonders is an incredible sight that has fascinated